Okay, because I just want to make sure it's all being recorded. All right, so what questions do you have for me, lady? Because I know we're working on extra stuff besides what went on at Brand Your Ish, too.
Yeah, yeah. I've been working on quite a few things. I've been basically catching up um, and working up toward what we last discussed about getting together on those the fonts and writing out the descriptions for the modules.
Okay,
So I'm working up toward that.
cool.
Um,
So I wanted to tell you, too, I wasn't sure if you were going to be on this call, that I'm going to gift you this course as well, too, the Brand Your Ish course.
oh, thank you.
So all 18 experts plus the 7 extra classes I did. So it's gonna really help like everything we're working on in the mastermind. And then you could
Wonderful.
also do that class too.
Great, great. I appreciate that. Yay.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
I was fighting myself not to text you that when you texted me yesterday.
Oh, really? I
Fighting.
said, well, I missed out on that one, but I'm gonna work on what I'm working on, But I got some really good ideas to bring in some finances before I actually get to, because I know it's going to take a minute to get everything in order for actually doing the audio and developing the module. So, to be, very good content and so forth.
Right. So what I want you to do, and I think I started explaining this before to you, is I want
Uh,
you to sell it before you create it.
yeah.
Because
So,
you want to make sure. So, okay, so for instance, so we had the Brand Your Ish Bootcamp event. It was 18 experts. And what I did was I was like, well, let me see if there's a demand or need in the market for an entire course around it. So
okay.
so I created the event, the course page with the 7 classes that I would teach, with the
Okay.
18 experts talking their interviews as a bonus part of it. I
Okay.
sold 7 of those classes last week.
Wow.
So
Wonderful.
if nobody bought it, I wasn't going to create it. So because people bought it, I'm like, okay, now I need to actually tape the classes. You see what I'm saying? Because
Okay.
I would have spent all the money all day taping it,
Right.
getting them edited by the video editor, and nobody bought it yet. So it's almost like it's prepaid before I have to actually deliver it.
Gotcha.
Because I'll tell
Gotcha.
you, because I want you to take the shortcuts. Do you have headphones? Because I'm echoing on my side.
No, I can hear you good. Can you
It's
hear
echoing.
me?
It's echoing when you talk to me.
Oh, is that better? My headphones are funny acting. Can you hear me okay now?
Okay. Yeah, it sounds a little better. Um, yeah, so what I want you to do, I want you to take the shortcut and not have to do all this work if you don't make sure people want it.
Okay.
Because the first 3 years of my business, I spent a lot of time creating all of this stuff that nobody bought.
Mm,
And that is stressful.
yes.
That is stressful. So you want the cash flow to come in. You want to make sure, hey, okay, this is something people want for my market. Sell it, because that's the ultimate test.
Right.
Have it set up so they could pay for it and check out and be like, okay. So once one person bought it, I was going to do it and deliver it. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yes. Yes.
So
So
now
that's
it's a so
good.
now it's a permanent class. So what I want you to do is not really focus on like everything has to be perfect. You just want to get it done.
Yeah.
So for
Okay.
your branding beauty branding
And
beauty brilliance. I know I'm saying that wrong.
yeah, I got it. Yes.
Yeah, so for that course, you want to enroll clients in now, like sooner rather than later. Because
Okay.
one, you don't have to charge them full price for it, but you could test and kind of tweak your final program as you go.
Okay.
And you could start questioning them. So if you say, like, Nicole, I want to charge $1,000 a month for people to be a private coaching client of mine,
Mm-hmm.
get a beta client, tell them they're a beta client. So look, I know you could help me. The reason I'm not going to charge you full price is because I need to get your honest feedback as we go, because I'm actually want to finalize the program with a real client.
Okay.
The reason you want them to pay is so that they have skin in the game. A lot of times, like, my clients will say, I don't want to charge my beta clients. If you don't charge them, you'll have people that don't show up. They're not really committed. They don't do the homework because they don't have enough skin in the game.
Okay.
So you want people who fit the description of who you want to work with, that you know.
So I will be charging them.
You can I mean, I like to charge either half of what you want to go to the public with, or
Okay.
you can charge just at cost. So if you know all of your cost is going to be $50 or $100, you could go
Mm-hmm.
that way too. It's really preferential, but they need to have something in the game. So it doesn't have to be half of what you want to charge, but it needs to be
Something.
something.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then when you're done with it, you can ask them, like, okay, so if you were to pay full price for this program, how much would this have been worth to you?
Okay.
Because the other thing too, you don't want to pull numbers out the air either.
Right. Right. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. That'll work.
Okay, so what questions you have? What other questions you have for me?
Oh, let's see. Well, unfortunately, I was only able to do that one seminar with Starlet. Who was her name? Starling.
Mm-hmm.
On
Oh, the
the
beauty one?
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. Questions. Oh, do I have questions? I do have questions, Nicole. I just can't think of them right now. I mean, oh man, I've been
You know, I always feel like you don't ask me enough questions.
for real.
I know you think you ask me too much questions. I'm like, no, not enough.
Well, I just want to get, I visualize it, I see it, so I'm working toward it. And, I take everything that you're telling me, I take it in. And it's like, it's like a microchip in my brain. Maybe that's why I don't ask you enough questions, because it's already there.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, your voice is with me. So I can, I remember what you tell me, so I'm just going by, what I'm working with. And then I get certain ideas that come up. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to talk to Nicole on, on this day. So I'll catch up with you then. So it's a lot of things that I'm working toward, that I've been so behind working with the taxes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hey, Robin.
hey, Robin, she's got a pretty smile.
I don't think she could hear us yet. All right, so the taxes.
Yeah, so those taxes really had me. I think I may have slept for 2 days after that.
I can
Man,
imagine.
and just getting everything organized in my life, back on track before I start doing taxes, because I was on a roll, and then things kind of slacked down a little bit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I'm at right now, and I've only been out for a week, so I think I've got a
Right,
lot of
so you've just been free for a week, and 2 of those days you were resting. So
yeah,
now the goal is to get traction and things converting. Because
yes,
what I don't want you to do is to be busy behind the scenes without beta clients.
okay,
Because you want to build on proof that what you're doing is in demand in the marketplace. Like,
mm-hmm,
I don't want you to spend 4 to 5, 6 months behind the scenes and then you put it out and that's not what your prospects want.
right,
So you want to test as you go. So you could
Okay.
still you want to balance being behind the scenes and putting it into action.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I can do that. I need to get some beta clients.
You could just start with one, because if you get one, they're gonna know people that's very similar to them, and they could refer you to them.
Well, you know what? Another thing I've done is I'm creating my email list.
Hold on,
And
hold on, Robin. Your settings might be on mute, which is why we can't hear you. So check it because we can't see or hear you. All right, go ahead.
yeah, so I'm developing my email list. And I have a group like on LinkedIn with my Color Me Beautiful Professional Women Network
Hmm.
business that created. Um, so I'm going to start that on a small scale. So out of that, I've had women contact me and want to get on my email list and want to hear about the wonderful topics and so forth that will be generated through webinars and teleconferences, and perhaps even them having an opportunity to participate in doing, you know, uh, sharing their expertise with the
So this
group.
is a private group you have on LinkedIn already?
Uh-huh, yeah, I've had it since
Okay,
last.
so you could get your beta client from there, Judith.
Yeah, girl.
So what I want you to do, and you have to text me later. Well, I'll give you till tomorrow.
Okay,
Give you an extra day. Come up with a topic and offer it exclusively to your LinkedIn group.
okay,
Schedule a date for a webinar. Come up with a topic and offer it to that group. If
okay,
I'm available, hopefully you have it on a day that I'm available because I want to be on that call, but I want you to this to be your first practice of giving free content, like high valuable content with
okay,
a strategic upsell. So you
okay.
don't have to say work with me for $1,000. You can say in that upsell, if you want to talk more, if you want to know how you can be a standout leader in your industry, I invite you to I invite you to a complimentary discovery call with me. We have to come up with a sexier name.
Yeah,
Discovery call with me. It's a 30-minute complimentary session. I would say 45 minutes because a lot of times they tend to go over. And then you have a questionnaire that they fill out so that you have some background and some insight before you even get on that call.
now the questionnaire, would that come through like because I noticed there's questionnaires. Which websites are good for the questionnaires to do? Like MailChimp or something, or
You could use Wufoo, so WUFOO. I'll text it to you right now.
okay, okay,
So you can use Wufoo or um, there's this other one that I haven't used personally. I think it's Quizar or something. Or you could
okay.
use Google Docs. So you remember you've done one or two of my assessments.
Yes,
That was on Google Docs.
okay,
Because I like it because it saves automatically in Google Drive.
okay, okay. I got your message. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So um yeah, so offer it to your group because if you have a group of people already that a group that you own and manage, that's the perfect group of people to offer this training to.
Okay.
You could do it on Facebook, but if you already have your own special group on LinkedIn, start there because they're listening for you. They wanted to be in that group.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
I think you should schedule it for a week or two from now because this is what I know for you, Judith. You know all of this information like the back of your hand.
Okay.
It's not anything you have to study. You're ready to go. You can teach it tonight if you have to.
Okay. Thank you, Nicole. She had great confidence. I'm like, I don't know what to say. I mean, well, okay. Yeah, I probably do, but I just haven't been out there enough to feel comfortable yet to say yes, I do know. Okay.
Yeah. And you don't get comfortable till you actually do it. That's the thing. Like,
Okay.
you don't get comfortable thinking about it. Trust me.
Yes, that's true. I
My
know.
first set of clients, like, I was really, really, really nervous.
Uh-huh.
The first time I was on stage, super nervous. I could have peed my pants. But only from doing it over and over and
Yeah.
over again. And the more you do it, the more you're like, I really know what the hell I'm talking about. And it just comes out. It kind of just spills out of you.
Okay.
Miss Robin, it says that you're muted, which is why we can't hear you, but it's nothing I could do on my side. Okay, so for you, Judith, and I know we have more background because you're in the mastermind, but so a week or two from now, you have your webinar scheduled. So this
Okay.
now is priority over your free gift that you were working on.
Okay. Oh, what we just talked about?
Hmm.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Well, the thing you were working on from our last mastermind session.
Oh, okay. Okay, that has priority.
Yes.
What we just talked about. Okay, gotcha.
The webinar is priority and having that done. Now,
Okay.
allow yourself to be nervous because if you try to fight it, it just makes it worse. So just accept that you're going to be nervous and do it anyway.
Okay, and how long does it have to be?
Um, you can schedule it for an hour, but you can do 30 minutes of content
Okay.
and then you could do 10 minutes of Q&A, 10 to 15 minutes of Q&A, and then you can do
Okay.
the offer for the complimentary consultation with you, which is the discovery session. Um, you also want to preface in the beginning that you have a special gift and offer for everybody, but you have to stay to the end to hear about it. That way you don't get people dropping off during Q&A and all of that stuff. People will have to sign off anyway because of what's going on personally, but you want to tell them in the beginning that you're going to be announcing something special for them at the end. So they have to stay to the end to listen or to hear about it.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
So why am I blanking on this name? Is it Beauty Brand Brilliance?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why it's like sounding wrong to me. I wanted to contact GoDaddy to see if I could transfer it to you directly because I didn't know why it wasn't available for you.
Oh, I got it. I just had to put the "and" in. It just wouldn't give me beauty, brain, brilliance. I had to say beauty, brain, and brilliance.
I know, but I just feel like it's an extra word for people to remember.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know.
It's not horrible, but I just feel like
Yeah. Is that something that you can contact them about, or isn't
the
that?
thing when I told you about it, it was so crazy because it had just expired. Like I said, I was like, I'm not using it.
Okay.
Let me not renew it. And then your thing came up, and I was like, oh, let me just tell Judith to get it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. It's not even showing up.
Maybe she needs to go back out and click on the link again.
Let me post in the group. All right, I just told her to click out and click back in. Okay, so so I know you started out the curriculum for your free training already.
Uh-huh.
That should be very close to the curriculum that you have for your one-on-one people.
Yes.
Have you started working on that piece of it?
No, the breakdown that we established with the modules,
Mm-hmm.
no, I haven't started on that yet.
Okay. Because you can start on it and
Yes.
see, like, does it make sense for you to work with people one-on-one for 90 days, for 6 months, for 4 months, based on what you want to accomplish with them at the end of it. So this
Okay.
is where you want to start with the end in mind of how is my client transformed at the end of working with me privately.
Okay.
So you could tell me some of the ways now. So do you want them to get promoted? Do you want them to have started their business? I know you were thinking about a few target groups of people. What's going to help you narrow it down is when you know what the end result is you want for them.
For them to become more independent in their vision and work toward their passions.
Miss Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she went
Oh,
away. Um, so independent in their vision, meaning clear on what their vision is.
yes,
Okay. So you want them to be clear on what their vision is and an action plan for getting it done.
yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So once you keep it simple like that, then your whole curriculum has to tie to that result.
Okay. All right. All right.
Hold on.
Okay. Oh, her mic is on.
She commented in the group. All right, let me post the link again because she's saying she doesn't hear anything.
Okay.
Okay, hopefully she gets on with that. Sometimes Google is so tricky.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so what else you got for me, Miss Judith? Or do
So
you feel like you're good?
I'm pretty good. I can understand the fact that it took you 3 years to put everything together and, to find your, mistakes and this, that, or another, because I'm like, it's going to take me close to 3, but I appreciate the shortcut, really. Because
Yeah, you don't want to do that because it's stressful. Like talking about like, you don't have money to pay for the electricity bill. Like it's stressful when money is not coming in. And I don't want that for my clients at all.
yes, yes,
So I had to learn like, okay, how do I bring the cash? Like, how do I bring value to the marketplace and cash in the same time? Because the reality is you have to bring cash in consistently to stay in business.
right.
If you don't do it in a certain way, it just doesn't happen. So I would spend months, like months, working on something
Mm,
and nothing, crickets, zero.
wow. Now, I'm going to need to like writing. I enjoy writing really very, very much.
Hmm.
My husband's been getting on me. You need to be writing. You need to be writing because I love to write. But like I know that eventually I'm going to need like assistance, but I can't get assistance until I'm able to like really pay someone to help me.
Assistance with what part? The writing part?
Just like maybe doing postings, to keep things running, like doing postings. Um,
Well, the
uh,
thing is, you don't have to post regularly. I mean, you don't
mhm.
have to post super often, I should say. You should post regularly, but you don't have to post every day.
Okay, okay.
And then we need to be strategic on how you're writing because you could blog and structure it in a way that whatever you're selling makes sense too. So, because your content marketing, I don't know if you were listening to my podcast episodes recently, but I was talking a lot about content marketing. One of the reasons content marketing is so important is because it solidifies your expertise without saying, work with me, work with me, work with me, because that's the same old notes. You see what I'm saying? So like when you
Mm,
have content marketing, it's like people get to see a whole story from your point of view about your related topic.
right. Okay. And
It's sort of like when you say, what did the power outage at my family's annual July 4th barbecue teach me about leadership? It's like when you look at like how can I combine writing with what I'm doing with my business, then you just start collecting stories from your everyday life and you tie it to your expertise.
mhm. Now, who does your logo, your demographic design? I mean, who would be a good person that I could go to for developing a logo?
I did my logo. so
Okay.
I so I did what I was teaching you. So I found the fonts that I wanted to be my brand's fonts and I kind of
Mm-hmm.
sketched it myself. And then I had a graphic designer kind of like bring it to life, but it's the exact logo because I just did it in Word. So I needed him to save it like as a PNG, a JPEG, GIF, those few formats you need.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think in the beginning, because the thing is, like, you want a professional logo. So I could give you my person. I'll give you my person. He does like very simple graphic designs
Mm-hmm.
on Fiverr, but you basically need to be very close. You need to send them close to what you want.
Okay.
um, you really want like your name, Judith Cooper, and what you stand for under. So you could say leaders, transformational leadership coach, um, beauty brains, brilliance, strategist. You want to start. You don't want to spend a lot of time there because you want to see what's clicking and what's working with people.
Okay.
It's another area where, once you get like everything starting to flow, then you could go back and rebrand officially. Now, I'm not saying start off looking rinky dinky,
No,
but
no.
once we get your fonts together, it's just a matter of, okay, we're going to start out with your name, or we're going to start out with, using Beauty Brains and Brilliance. We're going to
Okay.
use the fonts that you picked out
Okay.
in that logo, and we'll send it to him and say, just make this look a little bit more polished, a little bit more refined, and then we'll go with that.
Okay.
Because that's literally what I did. I think I sent him the design and he charged me like $15 or $20. I can't remember. But it was
Mm-hmm.
literally like he didn't have to do much. The point is he could do it and I couldn't do it. Because he had the program to do it. I don't have Photoshop. If I had Photoshop, it's not really like it's a profitable activity, but it was something that I could have done kind of simply.
Okay. And what about like the information and all the information you have present on your in the photos and stuff? How does that come to par?
The photos of me or like for my content?
Yeah, the photos of you and then your information at the bottom. I like that.
Okay, so tell me what page you're looking at.
Oh, all your emails. When you send out your emails.
Oh, so that's on MailChimp. Remember I told you like I use MailChimp?
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
that's a template we designed.
Oh, he designed that?
No, Emily and I designed it.
Oh, okay.
So
Wow.
I always like sketch out what I want because I'm very specific on what I want, like for my headers and whatnot. So I want these words here. I already know what my fonts are that I use everywhere.
Yeah.
I want my picture on either the right or the left, and then I have my colors. So that same link on Color Lovers, I send that everywhere. Every graphic design project I do, I send that link. So they know
Mm-hmm.
the exact pink, the exact purple, and everything looks consistent.
Okay. So
So
you can.
it's not even like it's a shade off of the pink I use. It's the exact pink because
Right.
in those links, they have the graphic design codes,
Okay.
the color codes. So you get the
Uh,
exact. So when you choose your purple and you send that every time to your web designer and graphic designer, it's going to be the same purple. And that creates consistency across your entire brand because you look very uniformed and very polished.
okay.
So with the MailChimp, I think it sounds beneficial like if I do a class for the mastermind of walking through MailChimp. Would that work? Would that be helpful?
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just make a note of that.
Mm-hmm.
So MailChimp walkthrough. So I'm going to be sharing my screen in that class so you could just see it. But
Okay.
even like the banners, we create the banners. I'll send you, let me see if I could share my screen now. And you could see. I have a whole folder of just word graphics.
Oh, wow.
Because surprisingly, like I do a lot of stuff. Okay, so let me share my screen for a second. Let me know.
Okay.
Let me know when you could see it.
Okay, I see the screen.
Okay, so like all of this in this folder is all my word graphics I created. So one Sunday I just created all the word graphics for Brand Your Ish.
Okay.
So you see this, like I just created it in Word in a text box. The dates, Let me see what else.
Oh, I see. You can see what it looks like on the right hand side.
So like this. So you probably saw this graphic. Hold on. I'm trying to think, where did I put this? All right, so it's not there. All right, so this is an example. So I created this, right? So I just showed you the word graphic I created for this.
Okay.
I created the word graphic for Get Expert Strategies coming to your favorite electronic device. Let me just show you how it looks as a word graphic. Oh, like you see this
Uh huh.
coming to your favorite electronic device? Like all of this is what I sent the graphic designer. So this is the same thing at the footer of this header.
Oh, okay.
So I just create them because I know my fonts, and I'll send them all the word graphics. I'll tell them the size I need it, and I'll tell them, I want to use this picture and I want to put it on the right side, etc.
Oh, okay.
But it all comes because I know I have, in a folder, like our entire style guide, which includes the fonts we use for the brand, our colors, all of that stuff. So I'll show you my own color palette.
Okay.
So this is my color palette on Color Lovers.
Oh, okay.
So you see this purple and pink everywhere. So we use the green a lot for like buttons, and sometimes we use the peach. We don't use the peach a lot, but the pink and the purple are our main colors.
Okay.
And that's the same, sorry, it's the same pink and purple you see everywhere. So even on this.
Yeah. So did you make your own palette?
No, I just knew I wanted my brand colors to be pink and purple. So I just did the search on Color Lovers for pink and purple, and I had a lot of them. I had to narrow it down to this palette.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's the same thing. Like it's the same thing that I tell you to do is the same thing I'm doing currently in my business.
Right, right. Yeah. Okay. And that's good because you can tell them also, you can teach also how they can set up their own design and colors and stuff. And I don't know if everybody does that or not, give that information because that's very helpful.
Yeah, it's very helpful to have control of that, because some people, they get logos done and they have no idea what shade of red their designer used or whatnot. So then it's kind of like the logo is over here, and then they're using all of these different shades of red somewhere else.
Yeah.
So you want to be consistent. Consistency is like one of those subtle parts of your brand that can
Yeah.
either kill your credibility or really elevate it.
Yeah.
Like when you look really, really polished,
Mm.
then you'll get more people asking you to come and interview. Because here's the thing, it doesn't matter what you're doing, there's a lot of other people doing that too. So there
Right.
is a lot of other people doing branding. There's going to be a lot of other people doing leadership and the same things you're going to do. But how you stand out is your story, how you do it, like your own magic formula on top of teaching leadership and consistency in your brand. So writing is something you do. Now, I mean, I'm not a writer, like a consistent writer per se. I'm one of those people where inspiration strikes and I could write like a lot of things at one time. But
Oh,
I can't write every day. I'm
oh,
echoing again.
okay.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay,
I'm just
okay.
moving up to the speaker. Maybe it's okay.
Okay, yeah, that's better. Um,
Okay.
yeah, so like if you're a writer and you know you need to be consistent, just start out with, you're gonna write a big long, it doesn't even have to be big and long, but say you're gonna start out once a month. The first Monday of every month, I'm gonna say there's a theme and that's what I'm going to write on. And then when you get the hang of it, you can say, okay, I'll write or blog something twice, every other week.
Mhm.
And then you might say, oh, I want to do it once a week. But if you say once a month is good for me, there's no rule that says that's wrong
Okay.
if you're consistent enough. I'm not super consistent. So what I do is we kind of like make show notes from my podcast episodes, and that's like the written version of what I'm talking about on the podcast. Um,
Uh-huh.
so that's how we do it. But I'm not like a writer. I'm a sometimey writer.
Okay. You like
But
the
I could talk on the podcast. I could, teach
right?
quick branding and marketing strategies on the podcast. But I had to find what works for me so I could be consistent and good on it. Because the thing is, you want to be good on it.
Right. Okay.
So when it's like time to record, I'll pull out my I'll get my microphone
Oh,
and
okay.
I'll plug it into my computer. I'll have, I'll print out all the stuff I want to talk about and I'll just put my robe on so I'm comfortable and I just shoot all my episodes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But don't feel like you have to. So what we're doing now, because podcast works, is we're making those audio episodes into YouTube videos on the YouTube channel. We write show notes for it. And we're just getting that one thing I do on as many channels as possible.
That's good.
Because you don't want to like say, oh my God, I have to shoot, X amount of videos. Not everybody wants to get dressed up to shoot videos.
That's true.
It might not be your thing. It might not be your consistent thing. The thing is, you want to have a consistent thing, and then you could have other things you do. Because you might want to just shoot when you're at an event somewhere, not like you want to shoot a tip or something every week or every day. You want to have like your consistent thing, and then you could have like supporting things.
Right. Okay. Okay. Is Nicole coming?
No, because this wasn't exactly a mastermind. This was just like some people wanted to have a Q&A after Brand Your Ish,
Oh, okay.
but I don't know
Okay.
if the time worked. So it wasn't a mastermind.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
That's why that other girl was on, but she
Okay.
seems like a few people are having things. I'm just checking to see the messages.
Okay.
Okay. They will have to ask me in the group.
Yep. Yep. So when are we meeting next time? What day is that?
So we could set that now actually while I have you on the phone. So
Okay.
I wanted to meet with y'all again for the mastermind on May 11th.
Um. Oh, okay.
How does that work for you?
Okay. Which 7 o'clock?
Yeah. We could do it earlier if that works.
Oh, whichever. I mean,
Because I know you had tax season before, so we could move it up.
Yeah, if it's convenient for Nicole, I mean, whichever, you
I'll
know.
check on with her. She was having a little issue
Okay.
with stuff. I have to check in with her with something, a little personal stuff going on. I told
Yeah.
her, I was like, a lot of times when you're up leveling in life, that's when stuff really hits the shitstorm. the,
Yeah. Yeah.
the test really comes out then, and you can't
Yeah.
let it derail you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to process it, but you have to kind of get focused as soon as possible.
Right. So on my website for a beauty branding and brilliance, I did get like a little website that I had to build up.
Hmm.
So, um, so when they go to my link, I should have some information there pertaining to what I do, right?
You got a website thing from GoDaddy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Well, the thing is with GoDaddy, you don't want them to have that free site by GoDaddy at the end, at the bottom of it. So make sure that's not the package you have.
No, I got it's nothing free. I
Okay.
paid for
Is it a one-time fee
it. Yes.
or a monthly fee?
No, no, I paid for the whole year.
Okay, okay. All right. So, yeah, so you could start building that out actually, but you just want to have like a simple one page for now.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Just so if you ask somebody to work with you as a beta client, you don't look too random. Like you do have something up, even if it says coming soon.
Yes. Okay. All right.
So at
I'll do
minimum,
that.
you could say, we're working on something awesome behind the scenes. You know, give me, put your name and email, and you'll be the first to know when we launched, or something like that.
Okay. Okay.
Did you get Judith Cooper too?
Yes, I did. I got Judith S. Cooper. Yeah.
Oh, look at
I got,
you. JudithSCooper.com.
yeah. And actually, I think I got that in the info. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, I think I may have got that in the info. I was looking that up today, and I got stuff everywhere. So I'm just putting everything together. But I believe it's in Judith S. Cooper dot info.
Okay,
I think. Yeah.
got it. Okay. Well, I
Mhm.
just want to say I'm very proud of you. You're making moves, you're in action.
All right.
And I will tell you, it's normal to feel like you're not doing enough
Oh, good. Thank you. That's good to know.
because it's you. You can't see what you're doing, but you've made a lot of progress since we started last month.
Great,
I
great.
want to
Thank you.
celebrate you. I want to acknowledge you and celebrate you and make sure you celebrate everything you've done in 30 days.
Okay.
Because it's only been 30 days, my dear.
Has it been 30 days yet?
Mhm.
Okay. Wow. Well, we're going on 60 days now, all right? 60?
What is it?
Okay.
April 20? Yeah, so in May will be 60 days.
Okay. Well,
Second May.
I'll have to do some celebrating.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Celebrate every month, but you're definitely moving. So what I want you to do is to work on your training and your beta client stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Send me the date that you're having the webinar because I
Okay.
want to be on it just so I could
Okay.
monitor you from my point of view to give you tips, follow up tips for improvement of next time. It's not to add extra pressure. um,
Okay.
even though I know it will, because I used to freak
Yeah.
out too when my coaches was on my webinars. um, but it's just all for good. It's all for goodness.
Yes. Okay. All right. Sounds good.
All right. Well, you know how to reach me, so
Yes, ma'am, I do. I didn't mean to call you ma'am. I'm sorry. You're probably as old as my daughter. How old are you, Nicole?
I am 30.
Okay, she's about 5 years younger than you. Okay. You should be calling me ma'am.
No,
I got you though.
you're young at heart. I will never call you ma'am.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, I enjoyed you all as always. And yes, I would definitely be reaching out to you. And if I have any questions or anything, I know I can reach you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ask me all the questions you need to.
Okay. I'm gonna come up with some good ones too.
Okay. All
All
right.
right.
I will talk to you soon. Have a good rest of the evening.
You too now. Take
Okay.
care.
Bye.
Bye bye.